For the love of all people, we grieve with you. For anyone who has recently lost a loved one to COVID-19, our hearts are with you. For anyone suffering from injustice and violence, we send our love and prayers for peace. We grieve with you. We are one with you. We are one with you. Love one another. That's what my 4 grandmothers would say if they were still alive. In seeking comfort during these very difficult times and trying to find meaning to everything and comfort, I pay homage to you by painting 4 original pieces of my 4 grandmothers and paying homage to them. I would like to share with you my 4 pieces of them and the wisdom that they taught me throughout my life. Each one of them had something to add to my life, to enrich it, to make it special, and to mold me into the individual that I have become. This is my first grandmother, LouAnn. This is an original piece of her, painted on oil and canvas. It measures 24 by 29 3/4. Grandma LouAnn, such an amazing person. She always taught me to give. It's better to give than to get. Better to give gifts than to receive them. Better to be bearer of baked goods and bearer of a smile than wait until someone serves you. Be the servant. Be the servant that you can be to put a smile on somebody else's face. I remember her beautiful blue eyes, spending countless hours with her, enjoying simple pleasures and comforts. She would tell me stories of villains and princesses and faraway places. And she said that everything is possible. While I said with my best childhood friend Katie, we would sit and listen to her wisdom and all that she has been through. She always lives with me in my heart. My second grandmother, Chow, I also painted an original piece of her, which measures 26 3/4 by 36 on oil. She always taught me to live in the moment, cherish each and precious moment before it's gone. We don't know how much we have on this world. She also taught me to give of myself also. Don't wait until somebody asks what you need. You ask what you can do for others. She also taught me things that I didn't understand as a child, like si quiere la paz en el mundo, necessitas trabajar para la justicion. I had no idea what that meant. But now, looking in hindsight, I know that She taught me that if you want peace in the world, you have to work for justice. My third grandmother is Grandma Marysia. There she is. I also painted an original piece of her measuring 18 by 24 inches, oil on canvas. I would call her Babcia Marysia. She taught me to use my imagination. Because if you do not like your reality, escape into a fantasy world. She gave me the magic power. If you're stressed, if you're worried, if you're sad, take out your crayons, take out your pencils. She had this magic drawer in her kitchen. It was full of magical tools, of crayons, pencils, markers, colored paper, and anything an artist would dream of, paints. And I would paint images, and she would teach me how to paint little animals and just fantasy worlds. She always taught me to be the change I want to see in the world. She said, don't settle. She would shelter all these animals in her house, little kittens, stray kittens, and we would raise them. And she said, you could learn so much from little animals. All they need is shelter, love, and care. That's what we all need, shelter, love, and care. Be the change you want to see. And then we would go inside, and she would bake a cake, and I would lick the bowl. Just simple pleasures. I miss you, Babcia Marysia. My fourth grandma. This is my mom's mom. This is an original piece created for my grandma and grandmother's and grandfather's 50th wedding anniversary. See? 50th wedding anniversary. And there's my grandma, Babcia Ircia. She was truly an angel on earth. Her smile would blanket everybody and heal everybody's worries and woes. No matter the situation, she would comfort everybody. She would bake her famous dumplings filled with fruits and cherries and blueberries and sweet cheeses, a recipe that's carried down from generation to generation. No matter how tired she always thought of others, not herself. And that's the key in life. Think of others, not ourselves. That's my mom on the left, my sister. That's me, my dad, and my grandfather. I miss you, Babcia Marysia, Babcia Ircia, Grandma Chow, Grandma LouAnn. Miss all of you. But you all live with me and in me, through me. I was lucky to have many grandmothers in my lifetime. A lot of them were not blood related, but love related, part of the human family, as we all are. Brothers and sisters, we must love one another, because we are one big family, separated only by 6 degrees of separation. Love one another. Be the angels that you want to see more of on this world.